Anjali, you know, this ordeal that Akash has just narrated is a lot of people's story in Bangalore, and I just want to say that, you know, while the entire city hasn't gone down under, there are several areas that are very badly hit, including water supply that is scarce, or water supply lines that have been disrupted because of these floods.
Yes, it has, and it's. I would say it's not surprising, because I saw that the Honorable Chief Minister said that this is the the hardest rain in the last 50 years. But the point is, it's the second largest rainfall, but they haven't planned for 50 years. And they are blaming whatever government they blame. And, you know, we have to say that what we need is urban planning, urban city planning, which is missing from the current dispensation, the previous dispensation. And I would say since, Mr. Kempagowda, nobody has planned the city. And the Honorable Chief Minister is right. Only this area is affected. Why? Because this is the new area. The previous areas of Bangalore have been planned by Mr. Kempagowda. After that, there's BBMP that has done no planning. They do not have qualified people to do city planning. And if we talk about the plight that, the gentleman before me is talking about, water, they haven't planned for water drainage. They haven't planned for, clearing out the stormwater drains. They haven't done overall city planning that, this is a low-lying area. How do we give permissions? None of that has gone into it. And to show how bad their planning is, I can tell you right now, where the ward delimitation has been done just in the recent past, a month or two ago, which means that you divide the whole city up into wards because it's got to be governed by a corporator, so on and so forth. They've taken the census of 2011. So we're going 10 years back instead of going 50 years forward, even in dividing up our wards. And what is a ward?
That's essentially, you're going 10 years back to plan for the next 50 years. So how is that going to work out?
Exactly. How is that? And we've been complaining about this. We have put in our objections in writing. They just throw it off because they've got another agenda, or whatever that might be. So my main point is to solve the water problem. And it's not just water. We talk about internet cabling. Where in Silicon Valley, we still don't have ducts to carry our internet cables. Can you believe that? What kind of urban city planners do we have? And so what we have been saying, and the Chief Minister is right, only Mahadevpura is affected, and Mahadevpura is the IT area. Guess what? That 8 square kilometers or that 10 square kilometers that you're talking about is contributing 23% of the revenue of the state, and probably a huge percentage, the second largest tax-paying area of the country. This is a national crime. This is a national waste. And they have to be accountable for it. We can't have a BBMP commissioners and BBMP officials. We need a separate municipality for Mahadevpura. And we have been suggesting this, requesting this, begging this. But the government just wants to take the money from Mahadevpura and put it who knows where, instead of realizing that if they invest in this area, the return is huge.
Yeah.
You get returns in multiples, like 200 crores have been lost in a day, according to the various news channels.
Yes.
So the point is,
that's the estimate that's been shared. That's the estimate that's been shared. An approximate 200 crore rupee loss per day,
exactly.
Just because of the kind of damages and delays that this has caused.
Right. And now the commissioner tells us that they have enough funds, they have enough resources. Please don't worry, don't panic. Why didn't you have this resource, which you're now using for firefighting, for doing the planning, for making sure that the people who